Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. Another double murder in racetrack Clarendon. Less than a month since a couple was shot and killed in the community of racetrack Clarendon, the community has been yet again rocked by a double murder. Friday evening, Vincent Simpson, also known as Barley, Branford or Sprangler, and 44-year-old shop operator Josiah Linton, also called Walkie, of Pennant Wood in the community, were shot and killed by unknown persons. The police say about 9 p.m. yesterday, residents heard explosions and called the police. When the police arrived, they saw both men with gunshot wounds. They were taken to the Mapen Hospital, where they were pronounced dead. Councillor for the division, Joel Simpson, calls for residents to cooperate with the police by providing information in order to rid the community of the perpetrators. He speculated that a gang feud could be fueling the violence, noting that it has been alleged that a gang is operating in the area. Williams said he has been working with the police to restore peace to the community. He acknowledged that the victims of the last double murder in the community in January, 55-year-old Corinne Walters, also known as Paula, and her fiancé, were his polling division captain and indoor agent for the area. Teen heroine catches Escapee. When 18-year-old Sharice Walker saw cops and residents chasing a man as they passed by the Islington police station in St. Mary on Ash Wednesday, she didn't think twice before alighting from the moving vehicle and summoned her athletic prowess to nab the escapee. Charlie Johnson, who was driving the vehicle in which Sharice was traveling, said that as soon as they saw the noisy crowd, they knew something was amiss. Sharice was kinda excited and wanted for us to stop to see what was happening, Johnson recounted. While in the process of pulling over, they noticed a man trying valiantly to make good his escape at the intersection leading to Islington. Sharice recognized the fellow, having seen him enter the police station a few hours earlier. I first saw him at the station when he was probably being arrested earlier in the day, she said. She said that when she sprang into action, joking that her early morning jogs had finally paid off. So, when I saw the crowd and the police giving chase, I instantly recognized him as the man I had seen at about 3 p.m. in the day. I jumped out of the vehicle driven by Johnson before it stopped and gave chase, she said. Johnson said he too joined the chase after parking the vehicle. She managed to reach the escapee, and it was then that I also gave chase. Sharice and I ran after the man, and soon we managed to catch him and took hold of one of his arms, he said. It was kind of strange, as Sharice was the one who really led the charge while I followed. I wasn't scared in any way because I realized that the man must have done something wrong, and that was the reason why he was arrested in the first place, added Johnson. Sharice, who is being hailed as the heroine, said that although she didn't know the specific circumstances leading to the chase, she had no regrets doing her part. I'm still not clear as to what took place. I only knew that we both held onto him and handed him over to the police. If I had to do it all over again, I would do the same thing, she added. The police commended us on our act of bravery, and even the people and the community at large had lauded us. I guessed we were just assisting the community and the police, she concluded. Babette Morgan, who is the head of the St. Mary Police Division, said that while she was not privy to the details, any such actions on the part of individuals in assisting the police are commendable and greatly appreciated. Army denies charges of mistreating ex-private. The Jamaican Defense Force (JDF) has denied allegations made by a then lactating woman private that she was subjected to inhumane treatment in a military jail before being discharged on medical grounds after bouts of depression. Chani Gardner, however, has countercharged that she was dismissed without justification. In an interview aired on Nationwide News Network on Tuesday, Colonel Rowan Johnson, the JDF's legal officer, and Captain Colleen Weist said the Army's actions were consistent with its regulations. "There is no perfect time to be imprisoned," said Weiss in reference to Gardner's jail time while breastfeeding. Ms. Gardner's case is not much different from how our military justice system operates. The military justice system aligns with the civil jurisdiction in the detention of pregnant or lactating mothers, the official said. Emails to the Jamaica Defense Force have gone unanswered. However, Gardner, who was discharged from the Army last September, has complained about perceived infractions, including being locked up while she was breastfeeding her newborn and being sent to 2 psychiatric facilities because her mental health came under scrutiny. Gardner said her problem with the Army started when she was diagnosed for depression, for which she was hospitalized at the Jamaica Defense Force Medical Center. "I told them the medication was making me sick, but they ignored me. It was when I started vomiting blood and became unconscious that they finally started listening to me," said Gardner. The former private said she was shocked she saw correspondence in a military-aligned WhatsApp group that she had tried to commit suicide. She insists that claim is false. "I went to my commanding officer to get an explanation and to demand an apology, but after 4 weeks, I realized that nothing was being done," she said. Gardner sought audience with the Chief of Defense Staff, Lieutenant General Rocky Middle, but was later accused by her supervisor of breaking the chain of command. She was tried, found guilty, and sentenced to 7 days in military jail. At that time, Gardner had just returned from maternity leave and was still breastfeeding her 3-month-old baby. But the Army has denied her allegations on the reasons for her detention. The offense for which Gardner was sent to the Red Fence did not relate to her breaching the chain of command. She was given extra duties for breaching the chain of command. That was like giving her an extra shift, added Weiss. Gardner claimed that medical personnel had recommended that her punishment be modified because of the possibility of safety issue as a lactating mother. "The same place where I defecate and urinate was the same place where I had to expel the milk, which was later taken to my baby," said Gardner. "The cell was not properly sanitized and I had to use a bucket to defecate. There were a lot of flies." Gardner was released from lockup but later sent for treatment at Ward 21 at the University Hospital of the West Indies and Bellevue Hospital. Jamaican arrested in Miami for allegedly smuggling cocaine. The United States Customs and Border Protection (CBP) agency says it has arrested an alleged Jamaican smuggler who was found with cocaine in a pair of sandals at the Miami International Airport. It's alleged that the smuggler had also swallowed several pellets of the narcotics. During a baggage inspection, CBP officers discovered a white powdery substance and a tiny drug balloon or pellet concealed within a pair of sandals, said the CBP, stating that the items weighed about 1.3 pounds and were field tested positive for cocaine. Upon questioning, the Jamaican traveler admitted to swallowing cocaine and was taken to a local hospital for an X-ray examination, CBP added. The X-ray showed the presence of foreign objects and the individual later passed 28 pallets testing positive for cocaine. Miami International Airport Acting Port Director Robert Del Toro said, "Swallowing drugs is an extremely dangerous method for concealment and CBP officers are highly skilled at thwarting smuggling attempts. It's important to deter this type of illegal activity, which can be fatal if a pallet bursts," he said. The apprehension is the latest example of dedicated CBP officers using training and expertise to interdict illegal narcotics. Miami Tampan Field Officers Director of Field Operations, Veron T. Forret, said, "Smugglers looking to bring in illicit drugs will be caught no matter what the concealment method is," he added. CBP said more than 2 dozen pallets tested positive for cocaine. It said border security mission is led at port of entry by CBP officers from the Office of Field Operations. CBP said officers screened international travelers and cargo and searched for illicit narcotics, unreported currency, weapons, counterfeit consumer goods, prohibited agriculture, and other illicit products that could potentially harm the American public, U.S. businesses, and our nation's safety and economic vitality, the agency added. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.